All right, so here we have the Yamron 4-in-1 soil tester. This will test your pH, your temperature, your light, and how moist your water is. We'll actually do a demo of all these features at the end. We'll talk about some of the things that are really great about this guy, and one thing that I do wish they would change in the future. So first off is, I didn't know this, but you actually, any button will turn it on. I thought it turned off automatically. It doesn't. You actually have to hold the button down for a couple seconds, and there you go. It turns off. So don't be like me. Don't leave it in your garage on all night. Make sure you turn it on and off. It says so in the manual. As long as you read that, you're fine. But very simple. You basically just put this into your ground. There you go. Make sure it's on, and it'll take about 10 seconds to read pH. As you can see, it's changing right there. And oops, our temperature, there you go, pH. So we're at 5.3. So now I know it's a little bit acidic here, which is going to mean that I'm not going to get as good uptake of certain nutrients. I think things like nitrogen and perhaps iron, I think, are ones that don't work really well on acidic soil. You actually want this to be right around 6.5 to 7. So now I know I need to add more lime or something basic to bring my pH up to neutral. If I had a really high number here, I need to know I would have to add something like humic acid to bring it down to 6.5 to 7. So if you are seeing struggling grass or struggling plants in your yard or in your garden, it may not be anything you're doing. It could just be the pH in your soil is off. When the pH is off, plants don't uptake certain nutrients as well. Again, you're looking for fairly neutral. So you want 6.5 to 7 in general. All right, we'll change it here. We'll do temperature. We'll do Fahrenheit. You can see there you can change between Fahrenheit and Celsius. So we're 60 degrees right now. It's the middle of the day. That tells us that we are in the good grass growing zone for cool season grasses like this tall fescue here. All right, might be a little harder for you guys to see, but down here in the bottom right, that is your moisture reading. So we just had a storm pass through, and so you can see here it is both 95% moist and very wet, according to the text as well, which of course it is because it was just raining here all night long. So that tells me I do not need to water my lawn until it dries up. And it'll actually tell you when it's too dry. And the final one up here, this little white box is your light meter. So you can see the light amount. So right now we're getting lots of sun because it's the middle of the day. So it says it is very high or very sunny. If I put my finger over it, we can see now there's no light or very little light. There you go. See, look at that. Low light, high light. And then again, to turn it on and off, you just hold down the button. And there we go. So, very useful if you're trying to figure out why your plants are not growing or why your lawn doesn't look as good as you think it should. You're putting down fertilizer, you're watering it. It may just be the pH is off. It may just be it's not getting enough sun. It may just be it's actually really moist and you've overwatered your lawn. Don't spend a lot of money on fertilizers and things like that without knowing what you need to be putting into your lawn. All right, so let's talk about the one thing I do wish that this thing came with, and that is AAA batteries. This thing takes 4 AAA batteries. It doesn't come with them out of the box. Seems like a lot for such a small little device, but that is something that I do wish they included in the packaging. So that is the Yamron 4-in-1 soil tester, a must-have for anyone who is working to make their lawn or garden better.